Okay, let's settle this once and for all. We notice that most times our clients who are interested in registering as a limited company find it difficult to understand the difference between the director and the shareholder. It happens that whenever you ask them, is the shareholder also a director, they get confused. I just want to address that question once and for all. Kindly note this. Since 2020, CAC now permits that limited companies can have a sole director and a sole shareholder. And if that is the case, you don't have any issue. So the moment you submit the details of the director, we automatically know that he is also the sole shareholder in the company. No issues in that. But a situation where you have more than one director, more than one shareholder, the issue comes up. Who are these people? What implications do they have in the company? Now, to understand that, CAC structured a limited company to look like an organization owned by people and valued at a price. That valuation is what we call the share capital. Usually, most registration we do, most company owners start with a 1 million naira share capital. Mind you, this does not imply that that 1 million naira must be seated somewhere in your account. Rather, it's much like this is what this company is valued at. So the people who provide this initial startup capital, despite the fact that they are not providing it physically, I mean in cash, are the shareholders in the company. And in fact, they are the actual owners of the company, because the profit that is made by the company is going to be shared by these shareholders according to the ratio of their contribution. Let's say Mr. A provided 60% and Mr. B provided 40%. That is, this person, Mr. A provided 600,000 and Mr. B provided 400,000. Whatsoever profit that company makes at the end of the day, Mr. A is going to take 60% of it and Mr. B is going to take 40% out of it too. At the same time, whatsoever loss the company incurs, Mr. A is going to be taking a loss of 60% and Mr. B is going to take a loss of 40%. In fact, anybody who is a shareholder who owns up to 5% share in a company automatically becomes what we call a person of significant control. That means that person is a valid, bona fide owner of that company and can make decisions in that company. Now, if that is so, the question is then, what's the position of the director? Who then is the director and what's his work? I want you to look at the director as much of an administrative role. The director doesn't own the company. It's just an administrative position to direct the affairs of the company. It is possible that Mr. A and Mr. B are illiterate. They don't know anything much about business. They don't know anything about establishment, or they have the money, so they own the company. So while they are the shareholders, they can now go and get directors who knows the patterns and ways of business and company management, who are going to take the affairs of the company. So they can now get Mr. C and Mr. D to come and be the directors of their company. What that means is that Mr. C and Mr. D are going to be managing the everyday affairs of the business of the company, whereas the ownership belongs to Mr. A and Mr. B according to their contributing ratio. But in most cases, you find out that the shareholders are also literate enough, they can manage their company. That's why most times you see that the shareholders can also be the directors of the company. It is not always the case, but it is something that can happen, or even usually happens. Summarily, the actual owners of the company are the shareholders, whereas the directors are more of an administrative position in managing the affairs of the company. I hope that is understood. You can like and follow us for more tips like this. We remain Zifrika. Thank you.